welcome to the Geelong and District Netball Show. Things are certainly heating up as we work towards that grand final. Down to 3 teams fighting it out for a place in the grand final. Well, we've already got 1 in there and 2 left to play today. Bertie, it's a big good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Megan.
Great to have you here and lots to discuss today.
Absolutely. Some interesting finals games last weekend.
Very interesting.
And some shock results in some of the grades. So I'm sure we'll touch on them during the course of the morning.
We will.
Absolutely.
And Flick's sitting there next to you looking pretty happy. Her team has had a great win on the weekend.
Flick's very happy.
Yep.
Very happy.
Yep. Flick, what's the feeling like around the club?
I don't know yet.
Don't know. Must have been pretty happy on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, no, everyone was pretty happy. So, and it was good to see a lot of the parents coming down from Melbourne and the like as well, and travelling down and watching a few games there too. So I know Woolie's pretty happy. He'll take that win. Yeah. So we had thought that they'd be a lot closer than that. So a good day of netball though. So.
Well, let's start by talking about that game. You had something like 42-goal win over Bellpost Hill on the weekend. I don't think anyone would have expected you to win by that much, but a fantastic game by Winchelsea. Yeah,
once again, Winch had their full team for the second time this whole season. Of course, Belinda Todd's still out and is getting results this week, so on a knee injury there. So she's still coming to training and still there on the weekends, which has been good. But Julia Knott stepped back into goal shooter, and she does have a fantastic hold, so very difficult to hold against as well. She's gets all those rebounds and does a great job there. Amanda Grant from Bellpost was matched up with her and had a tough time. Amanda's a fair bit shorter than Julia as well, and Julia with her capabilities of jumping and all made a good go there. So I think she shot the majority of goals down there, and defensive pressure with the 6 coming out was just fantastic. Bellpost just couldn't break it. They were just in that last third the whole time. So
yeah, Bertie and I were commenting about that on the weekend, just how tight that centre court press was from Winchelsea. It was just so hard for Bellpost to penetrate that.
Yeah, just the defensive pressure that Winchelsea applied to Bellpost Hill from the first whistle to the last whistle was just wow. You know, at one stage I think they had 8 goals or 7 or 8 goals on the board before Bellpost Hill even looked like scoring. Yeah. I think without I have to go back through the records, but I think it's the largest winning margin in a GDFL final in the history of the GDFL. And that's sort of saying something. Bellpost Hill, they're not, they're no slouch of a team by any means. Yep. And yet they were just were beaten in every position on the court. Kim Martin held her own for the Hill, but the girls are having trouble feeding Kim in the first place. Kim's had to come right up the court to try and help out, get the ball down to the goal circle, then try and finish off with shooting a goal.
Kim was doing a lot of work on the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And being, even though the likes of Loz and Amy and that are a fair bit shorter than her, they just jump. They're just all arms. So that pressure was definitely there, which Bellpost have been relying on her most of the year to shoot most of their goals. So to shut their main goal shooter down is a big loss for them.
Well, I think she shot 22 out of the 28 goals. So she shot 97% of their goals or 95%. But just Winchelsea, just a team of athletes. Really, just wow, just unbelievable netball.
And I think it's more the case that Winchelsea played really well. Not that Bellpost Hill didn't play well, but Winchelsea were just amazing. They certainly outclassed them. Yeah,
I think Amy Worth, Lauren Houghton, Renee Pilkington, Tomo, Cara Jupp played a great game in goal attack there. Julia Knott went back into goal shooter to cover for Belinda Todd. Wow, that is one hell of a side. And really, probably Jason could have just stayed at home and watched the footy at home, and they still would have won by 30-odd goals. Yeah. It was just their day.
I think at the quarter times when Jason was talking to the team there, the thought was not to let the pressure down. You can't, even though you're in that much of a lead, you can't let it off because we've got some really big we haven't beat Thompson yet, so we've got that on this weekend. And then we've got Werribee, who we've only beat the once with our entire side as well there. So there is still some big matches to come too for Winch, so they certainly can't slack off.
Yeah.
At 3/4 time, Belpost Hill brought on Laura Schramm into goal shooter, and Laura's been away sick most of the year. She's not too well, but she's qualified, of course, for finals and just went off for a quarter and broke things up a little bit there. And Belpost Hill actually shot the first 3 goals of the quarter.
Yeah.
But then, of course, and they only actually got outscored by 2 goals in that third quarter, 14-12. But then, they still couldn't stop the onslaught. It was like a tidal wave. It's like a tsunami smashing into Cryo Bay. It's just like nothing,
Yeah.
No.
All credit, though, to Belpost. I think it was a lovely game both to watch, and it wasn't mean or rough or anything like that. It was just a nice game of netball for both sides. So
Quite easily, Belpost Hill could have lost the plot after getting smashed and could have gone the hammer.
They played it
Could
out.
have gone the body, and they didn't. They played. They did credit to them. They played it out properly, and they played in the right spirit of the game. And that's what it's all about.
Yep.
Now, Bertie, did you speak to Terry after the game?
Yes, we had a couple of ales after the game.
Yeah, I want to know the inside word. What did he think about the game?
What can you say? What can you say? He,
Pretty shocked by the result.
well, disappointed.
Yeah.
Absolutely disappointed. I think Belpost were up against it even before the game started, but the final score line, 40 goals. Wow, you just don't expect that to happen in a first semi-final.
Yep.
So look, he's disappointed, but he's back there next year, and he's on the recruiting trail at the moment, recruiting a couple of players for Belpost Hill. So look, he's looking towards next year now, and building on the team and making it a bit stronger than what it is right now. He's had a good year. They've only lost 2 games for the year and drawn 1. Ended up third.
Yeah, a great result.
After the away series, but now has ended up 4th in the ladder.
Yep.
That's where Belpost actually ended up last year as well. So he'll be looking on building the team and making it stronger for next year.
Yep. He was talking about a tough pre-season for the girls, so good on him though. I think
Training starts in 6 weeks.
yeah, for any A grade players, they should be looking at that straight away anyway.
Absolutely. You'd expect there to be some pretty tough pre-seasons over the course of the summer. All right, we'll take a short break. We'll be back just after this.